Hello students, good morning. Today we will discuss the remaining portion of the chapter, the fundamental unit of life, that is cell. Okay, in last turn we discussed some scientist name, cell, what is cell. Okay, so in this lecture we will discuss the plasma membrane, how cells gain water, means different types of solution and the role of plasma membrane there. Okay, so there are three types of solution: hypertonic solution, isotonic solution, and hypertonic solution. Okay, what is hypertonic solution? In hypertonic solution, the cell gains water if the medium surrounding the cells has higher water concentration and then the cell. Means this is the cell, okay, and this is the surrounding in which the cell is put. So this is the surrounding, and the surrounding having water. So the surrounding have more water. The medium surrounding of the cell have higher, means this medium have higher water content than the cell. So the water is enter into the cell, and by this way the cell gains the water, and then when the cell gains the water, it swell up. So hypertonic solution, this one is the hypertonic solution, and the result of this is the cell is swell up. Okay, in isotonic solution, the cell maintains the same water concentration. The cell maintains the same water concentration as the cell water crosses the cell membrane in both direction. Means here the water is crossed in both direction, into and outside. Okay, so there is no change in size of the cell. This condition is isotonic solution. Now hypertonic solution. Here hypertonic solution means the medium in which cell is put, the medium have lower water concentration, and this is then the cell. So the cell removes water is emerges out from the cell, because cell have more content of water than the surrounding. So in this condition cell may be shrink. Okay, and this is hypertonic solution. Okay, so these three types of solution. Now the cell engulfs food is called endocytosis. Engulfs food is known as endocytosis, and ejects solid is called exocytosis. There is two terms, endocytosis and exocytosis. If the material is engulfed inside, then it is endocytosis. If the solid material is outside, then it is exocytosis. Okay, amoeba acquires food through endocytosis. Amoeba require food through endocytosis, and excretes of solid is known as exocytosis. Okay, because amoeba is a single cell, it is a unicellular, it is an organism unicellular having only one cell, and that one cell perform all the activities in its body. Now cell wall is a rigid outer covering. Beyond the plasma membrane, there is cell wall in some organism and in plants. Like cell wall is a rigid outer covering composed of cellulose. It provides structural strength to the plant cell. Okay. Now what is plasmolysis? There is a term used, plasmolysis. What do you mean by plasmolysis? When a living cell loses water, when it lost water, there is shrinkage of content. Of a cell. So it's away from the cell wall. Means the material, the content of the cell is shrink, and the cell is surrounded by the cell wall. So the cell is shrink away from the cell wall, and this process is plasmolysis. This is known as plasmolysis. Okay, the cell wall permits the cell of plant. Fungi and bacteria to withstand very dilute hypotonic external media without bursting. Okay. Now what is nucleus? Nucleus is the next part of the cell. There is three main part: plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. Okay. So nucleus is found at the center of the cell. It is central role in cellular activities or reproduction. Okay. This is the main controller of the cell. It has chromosomes, and that chromosomes contain information for inheritance from one generation to another. And because chromosomes have DNA, that DNA full form of DNA is deoxyribose nucleus and the protein molecules. Okay, they have DNA and protein molecules, and DNA, the functional unit of the functional segment of DNA is known as genes. So genes is the unit of inheritance. Okay, so nucleus have important role in the cell structure because it is the main part of the cell. It control the activities of, it regulate the activities of cell, all the organelles of the cell. Okay, now there are two types of organisms according to their covering of nucleus. Means nucleus is covered by the nuclear membrane. So the presence and absence of nuclear membrane, or we divided two types of organisms, that is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes means pro means primitive, karyon means nucleus, and eu means true, karyon means nucleus. Means there is nucleus are true because they have covering, they have surrounding covering and called nuclear membrane, but they have no covering. They have primitive nucleus. Their size is 1 to 10 micrometer. Their size is 5 to 500 micrometer. Nuclear membrane is absent in prokaryotes. Nuclear membrane is present in eukaryotes. Chromosomes are single. Membrane bound cell organelle is absent here. Chromosomes is single and membrane bound cell organelle is absent in prokaryotes. But here chromosomes more than one chromosomes in eukaryotic cell, and membrane bound cell organelle is present here. Here example of prokaryotic cell are bacteria, blue-green algae, okay, mycoplasma, etc. And the example of eukaryote is fungus, plant cell, animal cell, etc. So these are the difference between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes organisms. Both the plant and animals are come in eukaryotic cells. Okay, they come in eukaryotic cells, and prokaryotes consist of different types of bacteria. Means all bacteria. Okay, blue-green algae, there is cyanobacteria. Now next portion is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like structure, consists of many cell organelles. Okay, cytoplasm, and has specific function. All cell organelles have specific function in them. In next lecture we will learn different types of cell organelles. So prepare your notes. Please daily prepare your notes and daily watch the videos, and also read the PDF file of NCERT book. Okay, thank you.